Have you ever gone on a diet and tried to lose weight? And as you go on this diet, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to give it my all. And you do it for one day. And lo and behold, you jump on the scale the next day and bam, you haven't lost any weight, right? Well, no kidding, you haven't lost any weight because you've only done something for one day. Now, I am going to go on a little walk because there is something that I would like. My little selfie light isn't giving me enough light. And my office is a mess. Anybody else have an office that is a complete disaster like mine? I'm sure if you guys work from home, then that's probably the case. Awesome. Sorry, I cannot find it. Of course I can't find it. All right, well, we're just going to hang out in the dark a little bit. Okay, so just like you losing weight, you can't just eat healthy for one day and then expect results, right? You're not going to lose any weight. Think about your fitness goals. And if, I have always had this dream of being like like in a fitness competition. I'll tell you what, I haven't ever put in the work in order to get on stage and get into a fitness competition. I have this desire and I have this dream and I have this vision, and I see other people around me doing it and they're working hard and they look amazing, but I have gone to the gym and of course, all right, so maybe I go to the gym for a week and I'm consistent for that week. But then the next week I'm like, I'm not seeing the results that I want to see. And I've given it my all for this last week. And yet my arms aren't any toner and my legs aren't any toner. And there's no way I could ever get the results that I'm looking for and be in some kind of a fitness competition. Well, no kidding. Because one day of consistent activity or 1 week of consistent activity is not going to produce the results that I want in either weight loss or fitness goals, right? That's common sense. Hello? So think about your business the same way. Doing something for one day or 1 week is not going to deliver you the results that you're probably looking for. And so that's the thing that I want to talk about. It's consistency. Even if you're touching your business for 15 minutes a day, as long as you are consistent in doing that on a daily basis and not giving up, that's when your business will start to grow. So, there's that whole Stephen Covey, I think it's Stephen Covey, and he talks about 21 days of anything will then create a habit. So if you're looking for ways to create consistency in anything that you do, if you're building a business, well, one way to do it is to commit to yourself that you're going to be consistent for 15 minutes a day for 1 week. And at the end of that week, reward yourself for something for achieving that. Don't care about the results. Don't be tied to the outcome. Just reward yourself for being consistent in the activity for that first week. So maybe it's you go and you get a pedicure. Maybe it's watching that show that you've given up in order to focus on the growth of your business. And yay, you get to watch your 30-minute sitcom or whatever that is. Or maybe you like to read, trashy magazines like People magazines or Us magazine or whatever, and you actually reward yourself by doing the activity consistently for 15 minutes a day for 1 week, and you get to read that magazine. Awesome. All right, well then create your new challenge for the next week and do that repeatedly until you've done that consistently for 21 days. But I would challenge you, because 21 days will create a habit, but I would challenge you to set a higher goal than just the 21 days. Break it down to get started, but then elongate that goal. And when you hit the 21 days, challenge yourself to do another 21 days. Because statistically, what it shows is that when you are consistent, at least for 8 weeks, remember you're planting all of those seeds over the course of those 8 weeks, and you're planting seeds, but seeds don't grow the moment that you plant them, right? You've got to water them and you've got to nurture them, and you see the growth from those seeds. Thanks for the thumbs up. And I can't tell who's on, which is such a bummer, or I would welcome you personally. So maybe in the comments, you can say, hey, what your name is, where you're from. Let me know if you're watching the live or the replay. That'd be great, because I want to make sure people are getting benefit from this. But so here's what we know. Consistency over 8 weeks. The growth of those seeds that you're planting for those 8 weeks will actually germinate, and they will start to really grow, and you'll see that growth in the next 8 weeks. So it all comes down to consistency. Now, if you're having a hard time figuring out where you have time in your day to grow your business, there are all kinds of different ways that you can find 15 minutes. Like one of my friends, as she grew her business, she committed to 15 minutes every single day or over the course of 3 years. And at the end of her 3 years, alongside her full-time job and her 2 kids, she created a 6-figure income. So that's what's possible. Remember, this is it's a marathon. It's not a race, but it's consistency. So take a look at your calendar. And something that I learned when I was in the mortgage business, oh my gosh, I don't even know how long ago, was to time block. And so if you feel like you're constantly on the run, you're constantly on the go, identify where you can fit in 15 minutes of time. Is your 15 minutes to listen to training for your company, say, on your way into work? Is your 15 minutes of doing reach outs while you're driving to the grocery store, or while you're driving to go pick up your kids from work? Or is it while you're folding laundry? I mean, seriously, what else do you do while you're folding laundry? Are you listening to music? Are you watching TV? Well, then use that time to do some reach outs for your business and connect with people. So time blocking is important. So maybe it's the windshield time on your way home from work. Do you have 15 minutes on the way home from work? Do you have 30 minutes? Do you have 45 minutes of windshield time? Is it while you're sitting at practice or for your games, or I'm sorry, for your kids' games while they're on the baseball field or the soccer field? Or are you talking to people while you're there at those games, right? So look to see where in your day you can build in consistency, because that consistency is where the growth is going to happen. At first, it's just planting seeds. And you might be planting seeds for 8 weeks. But then again, the seeds are going to germinate the next 8 weeks. So be patient, but be consistent. And, I'm learning all kinds of different things. Just so you know, my background a little bit is I've had my own network marketing business. Plus, I'm an entrepreneur and I have multiple streams of income. So I'm also working with people to just teach them how to grow their business in different ways and how to automate their business. And there's so much that I'm learning from this group of people. We have a mastermind. So if you're curious about, how to use Instagram or how to find people who are looking for what you have, drop me a comment, drop me a message. I can help you get into that free training and that free group as well. But, part of what we talk about is that consistency. And are you, taking 5 minutes a day to post in your Facebook stories, and you're consistently doing that? Are you taking the 5 minutes to maybe post in your Instagram stories, but you're consistently doing that? That's where people are going to see you and you're going to be highlighted, but it's because of that consistency. So speaking of consistency, coming on and doing videos, there's a lot of people who say, get out there and do videos like for an entire month and share something that provides content and provides